All right, welcome everyone. We are live with the Faye the Most Gracious After Party. I'm, of course, your host, Neil the 604 Atheist. And with us so far, we have the guest of honor, of course, Faye, who's currently getting ready to go out and have a good time. So hence the non-camera. And we've got John, who apparently is looking rather savagely this morning. So he's decided to go with the avatar. And we got Blue Collar Heathen also with us, who, if you guys don't know about his channel, definitely go check it out because it's very good. He has a lot of great, insightful topics that he talks about and has some good ideas about. So definitely go and check that out. Of course, I'm speaking to the one person that is watching us currently. And it might even be me.
Yeah, because you're in the live chat.
Well, we had Dave's in there, Critical Cripple and Tony Designs, Doc Fearsome, but they may have all just kind of screwed off for the moment and they'll all come back. Usually it takes a few minutes for people to come back. Now that says there's three.
They'll start.
Yeah, I think sometimes it takes a few minutes for the StreamYard thing in the corner there where it says live and it has how many people are in live chat. I think it takes a few minutes for that to catch up.
Yeah.
Probably actually have more people in there than show on that.
Is it me? Did I scare him off?
No. You're probably part of the reason as to why those people are here. Everyone's already It's the guests that bring in the viewers because they're used to my ugly old mug.
If you want to scare everybody off, I could turn my camera on for a minute.
No. We don't want to intentionally scare anyone off.
I mean, because now we already saw how lovely Faye is on the last stream, and between Faye, Blue Collar Heathen, and Neil the 604 Atheist, if I turned my camera on, I would definitely be the turd in the punch bowl. So.
It'd be like Sesame Street.
You know, it's statements like that that make my eye rollers the strongest muscles in my body.
It's funny because I was thinking of the game that they used to have on Sesame Street. One of these things is not like the other one.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, I look at it this way: it's noon in Alberta, so I'm good to drink.
Well, and people in the live chat were going, Neil's not drinking a beer. What's wrong with him? And I'm going it's 10 a.m. where he's at.
Gotta have the Timmy's coffee before I dip into the beer.
Was it Irish coffee though?
No, just a regular Timmy's. What do they call them? In Canada, our dictionary now includes the term double, which means 2 cream, 2 sugar. It's in our fucking dictionary here.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I was younger, that meant something else.
Do we want to go into this? Or?
Yeah, no.
Is that anything like the expression we used to use called double dipping?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, just think what Justice Kavanaugh said about the Devil's Triangle.
Oh, geez, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, man. That's hilarious. So, Faye, what are you getting up to tonight? You going out to a party or just a little gathering with some people?
Well,
the same thing.
I'm actually sober this month, so I'm not going to be drinking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sober for charity this month, and it has been one of the most months. But we're going out to a bar. It's their 5-year anniversary, and it's our favorite bar. So we want to go and support the bartender who we know personally.
Okay.
And since it's Halloween, we're just making this an excuse to dress up for Halloween.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
What charity is it that you have to be sober for? What is
Well, no, I'm raising money
Alcoholics
by
Anonymous,
but it's for Macmillan cancer. So you go sober for a month, and people sponsor you to not drink all month.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's worthy to do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I can go.
We've raised 200 so far.
You've raised. I'm sorry. You raised how much?
200.
Nice.
200 quid.
Yeah.
Very good. That's like $1.5 million in Canada.
I'm sorry that you guys are no longer a colony, okay?
Well, yeah. Well, we never had
Commonwealth.
Yeah, we still are
Part of the Commonwealth. Yeah.
You guys
However,
still have a queen on your money, but you're not part of the colonies anymore.
some now they have other people on the money. So, but yeah, she's basically on her head's on the back of all our coins still.
Yeah.
If you look at
you
our
got like
coins,
hockey.
hey,
Aren't your dollars like blue?
well, the $5 bill is blue. The $10 bill is purple.
Oh wow.
The ones and twos are now coins. So, and actually, our toonie, which is what we call the $2 bill, because the loonie came first because it had a picture of a loon on it, and that's $1. So they just arbitrarily gave our $2 coins the term toonie, and
Right.
it's two different kinds of metal. You got the silver outside and the gold or the brass-ish or whatever the fuck it is inside. And if you put that thing in the freezer for about an hour, you take it out and you just take a little nail and a hammer and tap the center, it pops right out because metal shrinks and shit when it freezes.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Right.
But
So
you
it had
guys
a
live in
picture-
the cold.
Hmm?
But you guys live in the cold.
It's not that cold. Not where I am anyway. That's why I live here because it's considered Hollywood North.
So
I
in
think
North Canada, are like toonies just falling apart?
No. No, it's not like a regular thing. People did it as a joke when they first came out. So I think kids will still do it from time to time today.
I think
Okay.
I think you're a little farther north than he is actually, Faye, in England.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Probably.
So you
And that-
say the $2 bill used to have a picture of a loon on it. So who? Pierre Trudeau?
No. No, but I like what you did there. Yeah, he's a bit of a nut bar sometimes. I think he's got a lot of really good policies. We just had an election. I did not vote Liberal. I've always been one of the people that votes for the Democratic versions that we have up here. So I voted for our NDP candidate in the area because he's won the last few elections and he's been very good for our community. So I stuck with him. But I do lean Liberal, of course.
Well, no, so do I. I think you're speaking of it's not Pierre. Pierre Trudeau was the prime minister years ago, wasn't he?
Yeah,
This
he was.
guy- yeah. This is his son. That's the PM now.
Yes.
You talking about Justin Trudeau?
Yes.
Justin Trudeau. Yeah, that's
Justin Trudeau is the son of Pierre. At least that's the word. But there's this really weird conspiracy rumor, though. And if you look actually at the pictures, they say Pierre's wife was quite close with Castro. And if you look at pictures of Castro when he was young and pictures of Justin now, the resemblance is uncanny. And Pierre's wife was known as being a little bit of a fool aroundy kind of girl, so you never know, right?
wow.
Oh, the
Yeah.
tea.
Yeah.
Just like what Mia,
Google that shit. It's uncanny how much he looks like.
that's just
Castro.
like Mia Farrow's kid. They say is not Woody Allen's child; that he's actually Frank Sinatra's child. I can't remember the guy's name.
Could be. You never know. Stuff like that won't actually come to light because people will keep that shit hidden. So just for, save face or whatever.
I don't know. It sounds like a good, tell-all book or something, but it'll get written off as conspiracy theory anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's quite the mug you got there, man.
Oh yeah. It's steampunk skulls and stuff.
Cool. That
That
is
isn't for Halloween. I mean, that's just because consciousness.
because I dig it.
Yeah, I've got skulls and shit all over the place in the house. I mean,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah,
That
it's
whole
all
mirror image thing screws me up.
Yeah. Oh,
Hopefully,
hang on.
hopefully none buried in your backyard.
No.
No,
Yeah,
those are just
The dog goes out and gets into the backyard, so I put him in the side yard so that.
I've been drinking Dan Aykroyd's vodka.
Oh yeah.
Still
There
you go, a little bit of dust.
That's his vodka.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that he came up with. Yeah, it's good stuff actually.
I've heard.
And I had to keep the bottle because it's just fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Crystal Skull.
Yep. Yeah. The idea that destroyed the Raiders of the Lost Ark movies.
Yeah, yes, absolutely did. That was,
So, Faye, what are your plans for November 1st, and how many bars are you going to go to?
Hey, Badger.
It depends how much money I have. I don't really like. I know a lot of people think that I drink a lot, but I don't have money like that.
That's why you gotta do the old okay, and have guys drink, buy you drinks and stuff like that. You don't need money when you're a girl and you go to the bar. Come on.
Oh, I get just like I have like a radar in my brain. Like any guy who tries to approach me just feels my energy and just walks away. I don't like being approached. I don't like being approached. So it's never worked out for me. But I think Halloween we're gonna watch some scary movies, and I'm a really annoying person to watch movies with because I scream at the TV. So I think
awesome.
If after midnight, if I'm still going, I think what me and my friend have planned is that we'll start drinking and we'll do a shot at the TV. And scary movies are terrible, so
you're gonna
we're
get
gonna
hammered.
get fucking destroyed. We're gonna get fucking destroyed.
So what exactly?
What are you watching? What are you guys planning on watching? That's what I gotta know.
Yeah, Wishmaster now.
Well,
there you go.
I didn't make the list, so my friend is making the list, and she knows what I hate, so she's gonna put all of those in there.
And you call her a friend still.
It's just gonna be a marathon of me like pausing the movie every 10 minutes and then having a rant about how terrible the movie is and how we should stop, and then me unpausing, and continuing to watch the damn movie. Because I gotta know how bad it is.
So you're going to do your own version of Mystery Science Theater 3000 then?
I was going to say, you should have your own video channel doing that.
I was saying, this sounds like you need to do a live stream of this.
Yeah.
Because,
I don't know how.
I mean,
like,
there's a one, but I would watch the hell out of that. I really would.
I don't know if it's legal to like stream a movie in its entirety while I like completely rip it to shreds.
Right. No, it is. That would be fair use because you would be commenting on it. You would be doing commentary.
And you put a disclaimer in your description and you're safe.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't seen the Dark Knight trilogy until like 2 days ago. Because I have like a 10-year pop culture gap while I was a fundamentalist. So I have no pop culture knowledge between like 2010 and no, even earlier than that. Like, I don't even know. It's like a 10-year gap where I just didn't watch any movies, didn't listen to any music. Like, I was just in my own bubble. It's just filled with like Islamic music and lectures. That's all it's filled with. So I didn't watch the Dark Knight trilogy. Like, it completely missed me. So I watched it a couple of days ago, and I watched it with my best friend who loves that trilogy, and she regretted it the entire time. Her face just kept dropping every time I paused the screen, and I was like, what is this shit? Why is this a good movie? Why did you make me watch this? So yeah, a lot of people were horrified. A lot of people were horrified because I was like live tweeting, and they were like, I thought you said you were watching the movie. And I was like, yeah, and I never text in movies, but here I am texting while the movie's playing.
Man, no wonder you were so taken aback when I tweeted out that you are the Dark Knight of Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know what that meant.
Did I come at a bad time?
No, you're okay, Patrick.
What am I looking at there in his box though? Like, does he have his Halloween costume on early, or what's going on there?
No, that's the Badger, man. He's always a Badger.
Who's the Badger?
Yeah.
That's his
Normally
little.
I'm dressed.
That's his burrow. Yeah, he's naked today.
But that's
naked for a Badger.
Well, I would have approached sooner, but I felt this strange aura that I shouldn't approach.
Sorry, I do that to men.
Yeah, he had the waitress. He had the waitress on the way with a drink, and then he heard what you said, and he called her back. Oh, quick! No, never mind.
Shit. Oh, goodness.
What you got going on there, Neil?
I was like, shit, I can hear my phone alarm going off, but I couldn't find my phone. It's usually right beside me, but it was still in my pocket.
Oh, shit. I'm so glad you said that. My alarm went off on my phone. My alarm went off on my phone 2 hours and 40 minutes ago for me to take my meds, and I haven't done it yet.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't even know what's going on today. I come in and Neil's cleaning a skull bottle with like a floor sweepy thing.
It's a Swiffer.
there's this strange aura of just whoa, just watch out for that. And there's a sock flying, and there's a little horse down in the corner. What is going on in here, Neil?
I think the sock I just found, I must have dropped it when I was doing up my laundry the other day, and it probably got stuck under my covers, and I just didn't know until just now.
So what's the matter? Do badgers not like horses?
Well, there might be
shit, it's about to go down.
There might be a whole thing about the bovine tuberculosis, you see, because there's a badger cult going on around here at the moment.
Today on National Geographic, badgers versus horses.
One hoof to the head, and it's over.
Yeah,
you'll have to find me first.
You know what? I have been kicked by a horse. It is not fun.
Oh, that explains a lot, Neil.
Exactly. That's why I wear the bandana. I've got a horseshoe print right here.
Oh wait, you have the mark of the beast?
That's the mark of the horse beast, anyways. Actually, it ended up, it kicked me in the gut. So, and it wasn't like super hard. So I got lucky. Let's put it that way.
Does it really have to be super hard? I mean, they're freaking huge animals.
I know.
And in the gut by that. I mean, that's gonna sting.
What did you do to get kicked in the chest by a horse?
Well, I was kind of giving him a hard time. And poking and prodding at him because he wouldn't eat the food I was giving him. He's being all snooty and lifting his head up, and finally I walked behind him to go pick something up, and he noticed, and he kind of just gave me a quick little kick, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And he knocked me on my ass, even a half-ass kick. But he's not overly vicious by nature, so that's why he kind of went easy on me, I suspect.
I know a guy who punched a horse in the face once.
What are you, fucking, what's his name from Blazing Saddles?
Yeah, I was saying, what was that? That was
Mongo.
He wasn't intended to. The guy's just a bit of a knobhead. He was trying to feed this horse and like stroke the horse's mane, and the horse just kept like bucking its head and startled him, and he just punched it in the face.
Oh, jeez.
Apparently, it calmed down after that, and then he just kind of went, "No, I'm going to wait in the car."
You put a horse in Stockholm syndrome?
I didn't do nothing. I was not involved with this incident at all.
This is why badgers and horses can't get along. You guys keep punching them in the face.
I was not involved with this incident at all. I heard about this afterwards.
Hi, Sassy.
That's what I'm going to keep telling you.
Right, yeah, that's the way the story always sounded. Always sounds. It's like, yeah, my one friend one time.
Yeah. It's always the friend.
Yeah.
It's like those people that ask those questions and then they go asking for a friend.
That's not mine. That's my friend's. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, too, the horse still sends him a Christmas card every Christmas. Oh, we lost Faye.
Yeah, that happens. She might jump
out.
All
right. Badger, did you approach her?
Well, apparently I must have done. Well, I'm in here, so.
Oh, there she is.
Let me just make some adjustments here.
See, that happens to me when I make phone calls. I'll accidentally hang up on them.
There we go.
Oh, Justin Castro.
Yeah.
Is that not the creepiest fucking, like, look how similar they look.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That's a split. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
he's definitely Fidel's kid.
Right? That's what a lot of people think here. Of course, Justin and everyone, they're like, oh, no. I don't know. There's even a picture of baby Justin being held by Castro.
Well, you know why Justin denies it? Because
no.
he probably got cucked.
Well, who knows, man?
Oh my!
Possible, but that's just fucking eerie, right there. How similar they look. Because if you look at Pierre Trudeau, he doesn't look anything like Justin.
Has he ever done a DNA test? Is he going to?
Nope, and apparently he's not going to.
Yeah, I was saying probably wouldn't see the 23andMe commercial with him as the sponsor for it or anything like that. Yeah, no, there's
I mean,
the
it's
whole
not
world.
like he's the queen. It's not like he's the Queen of England, but if they did find out that his dad was somebody else, he wouldn't be the prime minister anymore, right?
No. I mean, people just go, oh, okay. Like today's day and age, who the hell would care?
Well, there's some controversy about some of the princes around here, but we don't comment on that.
Guys, give me a sec. I'm gonna mute this for a sec. I have teenager things going on in the other room.
Okie dokie.
I get to see the 23andMe commercial. You know, everybody said that my father was a brutal dictator. Well, I had the test done, and it's true.
And I don't act like him at all. Yeah, Castro was kind of a hardcore when he was around as leader. But a lot of people that knew him personally said he was different than the person you see politically.
Well, you want to know something? If I had met Castro, I would have been really nice to him too.
Well, sure. I mean, I'm always nice to people until they give me a reason not to be.
No, I'm saying always be nice to the dictator if you're in his presence. Because you could, end up in a cell somewhere.
Yeah.
I think the best option is to not have a dictator. And if you can't avoid that, then the best option becomes don't be near the dictator.
Or mean to him.
Or don't have the dictator be aware of you.
Yes, be a wallflower. Hide the back.
Don't piss off the dictator. And something else I've lived by my whole life is never piss off the people that are making your food.
That's true too. That is true. That's funny. This burger tastes a lot like spit.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's why I never understood people who went off the deep end in restaurants. Oh, this isn't the way I ordered it. What the hell? This is shit. Okay, now you're gonna really get some shit when it comes back.
Oh my God.
I suppose it can get a bit worse though if you're in the dictator's house, because then it's just, this burger tastes an awful lot like radiation.
This burger tastes an awful lot like human being.
At the dictator's house, it'd be more like, "Hey, does this rag smell like
someone is
chloroform
human
to you?"
being?
I can
That's
possibly
a good
comment
point.
on how I know what it tastes like.
That's a good point. That's why I always wonder why when people say this tastes like shit, how do they really know?
Well, it tastes like what we smell shit, I guess. And there's a video of some girl getting back at her boyfriend by making him a sandwich, and she put poop in it. And you see him. You think a guy would smell it, but no, he takes a big bite of it, and all of a sudden he's like,
"What the?"
Yeah, exactly.
Just like that movie. Anybody ever see that movie, The Help? About.
I don't know what he did. I just saw that. I can't remember. It was a while ago, and I saw that. I just couldn't stop laughing
because so gross. You would have to. Yeah. You would have to be really rich to be able to go through the turmoil that is putting shit on a sandwich.
I know. I think this is a couple that does pranks with each other. So
that's not a prank.
That's one of those.
Yeah, that's not a prank.
That's a prank. And then there's That's a,
Then there's
a literal shit
Yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah, there's a prank, and then there's what's called aggravated assault.
No, it would be aggravated assault if it was a shit sandwich with Miracle Whip.
I do enjoy the kind of meta-analysis of
Manslaughter.
those. I do enjoy the kind of meta-analysis of those prank videos where it's kind of, something you feed someone a sandwich and it's full of shit, and they eat it and they're throwing up all over the floor, and they look up at you and with this look of just betrayal on their face, and they say, "This fucking sandwich is full of shit, man." And you just point to the camera and you go, "It's a prank, bro."
Got you.
Then they're going, "Okay, that's not better. Now, not only have you fed me literal shit, you have also filmed me eating it."
Right, yeah.
What's amazing, Badger, is you can talk and drink at the same time.
Yeah,
It's a skill. It's a skill that you have to learn in order to present this kind of thing.
Apparently, badgers
badgers are well known for ventriloquism.
Yeah, you talked right over me. I was about to say the same damn thing. Talked right over me.
Sorry.
No,
that's okay. At least the joke got told.
It's how we avoid the badger curl people. We get them to pretend that they're talking to each other, and then they get them to get confused.
So I brought up a minute ago. Did anybody see that movie, The Help?
Yes.
And then in that the one maid makes a pie with shit in it, and her boss doesn't even realize it. She loves it, man. She's eating it down like it's the greatest thing she ever ate.
Yeah, and they're all standing around. Like, there's a couple that knew, and they're all like, "Oh my goodness."
No.
There's a lot of stuff that I've been seeing on the net lately, where my response to it has just been just this.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
That's like one of the epitomes of
what was the last thing that made you feel like that?
Probably watching.
Well, the very most recent last thing that made me do that was I was just in the process of joining the StreamYard, and it pops up and there's Neil there polishing his skull bottle with his floor swiffy thing.
So I don't understand why.
Sorry, Neil has an odd fascination with collecting skulls and then using them for things.
That's right.
I don't understand why does he have a picture of Kathy Bates up though? That's what I'm understanding.
Don't mind me. I'm just polishing my skull.
If you know what he means.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. It's actually kind of nice and shiny now.
You damn
You
skull.
know, that really didn't help anything, Neil.
Oh, man.
No, it didn't, and that's exactly why I did that.
You're a damn skull polisher.
Yeah. Just not, I learned the hard way and got kicked out of Safeway. You're not supposed to do that there.
Okay.
That was timed out really well because Badger was like, "Oh, okay," and then you see him taking this big long swig.
It's all Neil's fault. He drives me to drink.
Is that right?
Yeah, but you buy the gas.
I drink the gas as well.
Yeah.
I come in here. I'm here for 5 minutes. I'm like,
Perfect timing again. I don't know, man. Even if I could run my car off a beer, I'd be like, "Fuck you! It's my beer car."
All right, guys, I got to go. So it was great hanging out with you guys, though.
Well, Faye, thanks a lot again for joining me today and for hanging out with Let's Nut Bars for a little while there. Enjoy your party. Now, are you in costume right now? Like, are you wearing the costume? Are you in costume right now to go to this?
I wouldn't really call it a costume. It's just my inner personification of an asshole. That's what I'm dressed as today.
Giant fucker.
I'm just dressed as a problem.
I saw a great
Give me a
picture
second,
of I saw a great picture of a guy he went to a Halloween party just in just like a generic jeans and t-shirt getup, and he had on his back just taped to his back a note that says, "I'm here as a Game of Thrones writer, which is why I haven't put any effort into finishing this costume."
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Island.
I'm just an asshole. Huh?
Have fun tonight. And,
Hey, real quick before Faye runs on, I want to mention something that Faye has inspired me in the short time I've known her, and some of you might have already heard. I'm sure I told Neil, but next month on my channel, The Amateur Conversationalist, I'm going to start a new podcast called The Apostate Alliance, and we're going to have ex-Muslims like Faye on to tell their stories, and we're going to tell, I'm going to be, talking about news in the world of the Muslim world, of apostates, having, horrible things done to them, and hopefully there'll be some nice stories to tell as well. And I just want to thank Faye. I would have never come up with this idea if it hadn't been for meeting Faye and all her friends in the Twitterverse there. And Faye has agreed to come on once a month or whenever she can. She's a very busy person, and co-hosted with me. So,
Well,
That's
that's
great.
great. That's great. Fantastic.
Look forward to
wonderful.
that.
And thank you for allowing us the opportunity, because it's been a hot minute since the ex-Muslims had a voice in the skeptic community. So it'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be a good change.
yeah, and a raging atheist, he said that he would come on sometimes too when he's available to co-host when Faye's not available. And I'm also going to look for another ex-Muslim to come on and do it too. So I just wanted to publicly, thank Faye for inspiring me to do that. And I want to thank her for everything that she does, because she definitely is the dark knight of Twitter. And that's for Batman.
And he means that in the nicest possible way, not in the way that I tore Christian Bale a new one.
Right. Yeah. Anybody that's a Batman enthusiast knows that that's a compliment.
Yes.
Okay. But thank you guys for having me on. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the after show.
All right. And enjoy your evening tonight and have a good time.
Have fun tonight, Faye. It was great.
Thank
seeing
you.
Good night, Faye.
Night, Faye.
Night.
Good night.
All right.
Oh, I'm over here.
All right. Faye's gone. There's no reason to stick around. Let's go.
Hey, wait a minute.
No.
I was going to say I will need to go and get my dinner shortly, but
What do you got to go like catch a rat in the backyard?
He's gonna go dig up some grubs.
no, I generally forage for berries, but I've got some chicken downstairs today.
Oh, sweet. Fucking around in the hen house again, were you?
No comment.
No comment.
So is that just like a video you made that you looped, or what is that? Is like some
No,
app?
it's just a live webcam feed. This is just me sitting here.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Badger. I didn't mean to break the fourth wall.
No. John, people have been trying for years now to get Badger to talk about what that is. He's like, hey man, it's just me and my burrow.
Well, I do have something to show you, actually. That's not the right folder. Does anyone recognize this guy?
Is that Whirly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Well, if anyone's wondering why he's not here,
well, he's too good for us now. So
yeah, well,
He was in the,
so he said.
yeah,
So I got rid of him out to sea, and he'll be back eventually once the shark goes away.
Gotcha.
He didn't even give him an oar. He just put him on a pile of sticks.
Boy, he's an emaciated little bugger, isn't he?
Yeah.
He wasn't when I put him out there.
Yeah, Worley used to weigh almost 300 pounds at one time. Now look at him for being out on the water.
It's the ultimate exercise regime. Just sit on a raft in the middle of the Atlantic for 6 months, and you'll be the skinniest boy in town.
Maybe not the best exercise regimen, but of course a weight loss
regimen. If that shark comes any closer, I'm going to eat the shark.
I made this when I did a collaboration with him on the single-use plastic. So then I took that and made this. Oh, let's go back to the old one. That one, I said.
Yeah, but it looks to me like you just left him out there afterwards.
Yeah, I did. Or somebody disagreed with me in the chat, so I was like, right, see, your fault, Wally. You can stay here.
You need to add something. Add something to that first one. Is you need a soccer ball with a face drawn on it.
Right.
Yeah. But, what was it was Wilson, right?
Yeah.
And I believe they have another make of these balls called Spalding, so you could just name them Spalding.
Yeah,
that's all right. The shark was actually quite friendly. It poked its face out, kind of like,
hey, what's up? You're looking rather tasty.
You okay?
Yeah, that's kind of the look it's got. I don't know about this.
And then Dave's like, we're gonna need a bigger raft. I don't know what's up with me today, man. Like
I don't know, but I heard something like a squeaky.
You have a dog toy.
A squeaky toy.
Why the long face?
No, that's just the sound of a badger farting.
I haven't even eaten chicken yet.
I'm kind of curious as to the bottom right of your little picture there, Badger. There's what looks like little mushrooms in the background there. Is that what that?
You got to grow mushrooms in your burrow.
Oh, well, I know. But are they the good kind of mushrooms, or are they just the tasty kind of mushrooms?
I got a bit of each.
They're good and and they make great teas.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Speaking of mushrooms, I would advise anybody that hasn't seen the last 3 videos that Nakasuchi did on A Raging Atheist, where there's this young Christian kid, like in his maybe early 20s, talking about how when he found Jesus in his late teens, it was all due to a trip he had on mushrooms.
Oh, geez.
Oh, it's not. What's his face? Is it?
It's not. It's not Caffey. It's not the guy that's around the community that always talks about psychedelics and shit.
No, what's that? What's that knobhead called?
Caffey. K-A-F-E-I.
Not that one. The other knobhead. The one.
The other knobhead.
Cupcake.
The Southern Baptist one.
Cupcake. That was his real name.
Matt Powell.
Yeah,
that's the one. Pat Mowell.
Pat Mowell. Yeah. Or Cupcake as Blue Collar Heathen.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his real name.
Hang on, I think I've got something. I think I've got something here for that.
I think Cupcake at this point is his real name.
Yeah.
No, that's the wrong folder.
Oh, there you go, guys.
Here somewhere.
My moderator extraordinaire, Inquisitive Quandary, has been putting out all your channels in the chat. So,
hey,
awesome. Thanks.
All right, Inquisitive Quandary in the house.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, well, I decided to sneak into. I decided to sneak into Pat Mowell's little talkie church, so that I could I could put some posters up.
I love it. I love it. That is amazing.
I made that as a background for a response video to him ages ago, and I haven't got around to actually doing it yet.
Oh man, that is hilarious. Badger, you have far too much free time on your hands.
No, that is just amazing. That is fantastic in every way.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anybody hear the audio tape of Matt screaming at somebody in his church?
I did, yeah. He was like,
What did he do?
oh, he was going off on him about like some betrayal or something, right, John? It was, what
Yeah,
was it?
So
Yeah.
I don't know, but at one point, like he was, it was about something he had said about somebody that this person had let out, and I think at one point during it, like Matt's like justifying what he had said about the person by saying, "Well, a guy's a queer," or something like that.
Yeah, he was like talking shit about somebody else in the church.
Yeah.
That's what I got out of it. He was talking shit about somebody else in the church. And this other guy who Powell's like yelling at apparently, told them and was complaining about Matt, and Matt came unglued, like his proteins just denatured, and he went back to being cupcake mix. Like he just came apart.
I mean, here's the thing too,
it's flour everywhere.
Oh yeah. No, there was like flour. There's baking soda being thrown around. It was mass chaos.
Somebody got egg on their face.
Couple of egg yolks.
Yeah.
So I mean, here's the thing too. It's good sport to make fun of him and laugh at what an idiot he is. But like some of the things that have come out in Knox videos, like him saying that just like much like Steven Anderson, that gay people should be rounded up by the government and executed, and that he admitted to Nakasuchi when Nakasuchi mentioned the scripture in the Bible that you're to kill disrespectful or unruly children, and he asked Matt, and Matt basically said, "Yeah, absolutely. If that's what it says in the Bible, yep. They should." So people like that, we can make fun of him, but man, he's actually a dangerous individual, because there's people out there that are weak-minded that will listen to shit like that and take it to heart.
Yeah, he does hide his toxicity surprisingly well for what a shit he is, even in public. He still hides that, that toxic bullshit, pretty well.
Well, you hit on an interesting point there, because he can deliver those loathsome lines about how gays should be killed, and he says it in such a calm voice as if he's telling you what he had for lunch that day. And I was making this point in a stream not too long ago about that Jesus is Lord freak. Okay, he is the same. He's the same. Here's the thing. He's the same. Hold on. He's the same kind of individual, because he's a bit. He spews all this nonsense and all this bigotry and hatred and all this. Hold on, and all this ignorance that that he spews. But he's a bit unflappable. He always stays calm, and that's dangerous, because people that, like I say, that might be a little weak-minded or ignorant of things, they hear him spew this nonsense in this rational tone, never really, seeming to get too upset or anything like that, and that's dangerous, man, because then all of a sudden it might sound reasonable what he's saying.
Do you remember when he was in the chat on your birthday stream, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
And I sent him my lovely email address.
Yes.
He did in fact email me, and when I've got a little bit more time, I'm planning to try to have a conversation with him. But do you want to know what he emailed me?
Oh, do tell.
There was no actual email. It was just a subject line. There was nothing. There's no text in the email, and the subject line was just "anytime, any place, liberal."
Oh, I've gotten that same message from him.
Like there's something wrong with being liberal or something.
I mean, if not for liberal. Liberal.
Tony Designs is saying that JIL is currently debating on Modern Day Debates right now.
Oh my!
Oh, no.
Yeah, I saw he's debating Vosh. I think.
Debates.
Oh, so he's debating Vosh.
Oh,
At least-
so he is.
Yeah,
Is
so-
Trump racist? Vosh versus Jill.
Oh,
Okay.
guys.
In next week's episode on Modern Day Debate, is water wet?
Hold on. Hang on a second here. Tony, Pliskin can comment whatever he wants. Although, Warlord, I'm going to say this now. Try to stay on the topics that we are discussing. I understand that the whole Turkey thing is pretty shitty right now, but that's not sort of our conversation at the time.
Oh, is there some drama in the chat?
So no, that we're not. He goes, the title's after party, so all anyone can talk about is parties. No. It's just called an after party because we have more than one person in the stream. That's why I call them that. You can talk about whatever you want.
It's called an after.
We don't need to delete people's comments. That's I'm all for being able to say what you want to say, but we should try to talk about the topics that we are actually talking about.
You know what,
and I might talk about the Turkey stuff at some point, but
you know what Sokka account does when he's done streams is the way he fixes that is he just gives everybody a wrench and nobody can time anybody out. Yeah, they're calling this an after party because horses and badgers party like motherfuckers. That's why they're calling it.
That's right.
They do.
Precisely.
They do. I can't confirm both of that.
And dudes with cyberpunk with steampunk skull mugs, guys that drive cars, and idiot sticks with bandanas. We all like to party.
We do. We do.
So about this steampunk mug, could I see that again?
Sure.
The cool, get it right up there. Oh yeah, look at that. That's awesome.
Ooh. Can you make him big, Neil?
Can I what?
Can you make him big?
Can I
Click
make
it.
him big? Oh yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I do that, but
I did manage it through StreamYards a little while ago, and I'm not sure how I did it anymore.
There's a bunch of different options under the broadcast.
Yeah, there's some options down there, and one of them made me big when I was trying to make someone else big.
Well, yeah, I think you can make you as the host big, but
Yeah, I did. There was a way to do it that I figured out later, but it started off just middle of a live stream with, I think it was the plastic one with David Worley. We're just there going, hey, look at this picture. Oh, that's you.
right there. That's I can't seem to. I hit these different options and it doesn't really.
Oh,
I mean, there. See,
big,
now
big,
I'm
big,
big
yeah.
and you guys aren't big.
I think you've got to
So-
There's
select.
lots of Neil
We
in
did
this
that.
thread.
Hey,
I
BCH,
think-
just hold that mug like just a couple
Right to the
inches from
camera.
your camera, right to
It's
it.
about as big
Yeah,
as it.
yeah.
Keep going. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, there we are. That's now it's.
Oh
working.
wow, that is cool.
I think Doorknob has talking about how to make him big. He says, rub him and talk dirty to him.
Bite my neck. Oh,
In other words, he's telling you to polish his skull.
Oh, don't mention
Yeah.
neck biting haulers in the chat.
What's this? Hang on a second here. I gotta address something. Sorry, no. I'm
You broke it,
Warlord Pliskin in the chat is saying, you know what people are called that go around trying to control what people say. I'm not trying to control what they're saying. I'm just saying it's a better option to stay on topic when you're in a chat of a stream. They are called fascists, and I'm not a fascist. So we'll soon be self-isolated and in an echo chamber of ignorance. I hate to break this to you. Hold on. I hate to break this to you, but everyone lives in an echo chamber.
Since when is this stream a democratically elected government?
Well, look here. To be fair, though, and not to disagree with Neil on his own stream, but I have noticed that in most live chats, there's always a contingent in the live chat that is having their own discussion that seemingly is nothing about what's going on the screen. You know.
Yeah, it's
well, I
usually
mean,
me.
just like we go in tangents in the stream. I mean, it'll start
Sure.
off and then go bing, sideways over there.
Yeah,
You know,
It's usually me talking a load of bullshit in the side chat.
Yeah, I don't have.
I mean, I'm more than
Yeah.
guilty of it.
We're going to
Yeah,
bring
what I
up
was going to
important
say,
political issues.
this is not a democratically elected government. This is a bunch of knobheads talking about stuff on the internet.
Right.
Exactly. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Talk about
now, that being said, you know, I don't know why he's in the live chat calling you a fascist.
I don't know if I would say it was directed specifically at me.
Right, yeah.
Because I can't say that. But it's just, you can talk about whatever you want.
You're
But
the
if
evil
no one's
dictator.
engaging him in that conversation, then what's the point of having it?
Right. Well, that's the
Yeah,
other thing
you're
I
talking
can't stand. People in chats that will
Nope.
go in there, and especially a lot of like fundamental Christians, they'll be in a chat and they'll just keep posting these proclamations. And then if somebody engages them and asks them about it, they just ignore them and keep on posting their, you know.
Neil, where did the chat go?
It's still there.
No, I can't see it. It's vanished.
I can't either. Well, if you
look
changed
up,
over
look
there.
up to the right on your screen, you'll see two options up top. Where
Yeah,
it's
there's no
private chat and
buttons
live
up there for me.
No,
I've only
all
got
that's up there
private
is
chat.
private. Yeah.
Oh, really?
No, I'll open the stream in another doodly do.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that is odd. It's usually there.
Yeah, normally. Maybe there's a glitch.
Yeah, it was there, and then just now it went whip.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll open the stream in another window.
Must be that Pliskin guy.
He's nicking the thing.
Nicking the thing. That doesn't sound good.
Shit. Don't even ask.
It's all right. I think he's gone now anyways. He probably just couldn't handle us.
They took the
Telling
chat
him
with
what
him.
to do. Yeah, he took the chat with him.
I'm taking my Wilson and I'm going home.
You know, honestly, I think what he's,
Well said.
what he's talking about is an important topic to discuss for sure, but that's not what we're talking about in this.
Oh, it's back.
What's back? There you go.
Oh, there it is.
What'd you do,
Well, I
Trey?
mean, speaking of,
I don't know, but mine had the same problem. It had some type of electronic seizure, I guess, and was post-tictal for a while.
I mean, hey, speaking of turkey, though, how was your Thanksgiving, Neil?
It was spent in bed with a severe cold.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Was the severe cold nice and fun to be with?
Well, considering that it's still lingering even 3 weeks later, yeah, it was so much fun. I want to do that party again.
It sounds more like a flu than a cold.
Yeah, it is. It's a flu, and it just
Got a man cold.
it's like the last little bit of cough congestion and nasal congestion. It just doesn't want to let go.
Yeah.
It's like they like me.
Doorknob head.
I miss Pliskin.
Oh.
Doorknob head's always good for a laugh.
Well, look at his comment a little bit earlier. He wrote the word fascist and pointed the arrow at himself and said, there you go. Here's the fascist. Win-win.
He's looking for a win-win. Yeah. Doorknob head, one of these days you're going to have to actually come in the stream for a change.
I'm sure he's been in something at some point. What am I clicking on?
Well,
Hey,
I'm sure he's
get-
been in something at some point too, but not my streams.
let's get Warlord Bliskin in here.
Why?
I don't know.
No, maybe I'll invite him to come on my channel for a chat as well.
Yeah, actually, why don't you? And then you guys can actually talk about.
Oh, he's back.
He's there, and then you guys can actually
Right.
talk about the
Let me-
turkey stuff.
Let me type some shit in the chat. Give me a minute.
Hold on. He's like, are you aware that the USA is now openly committing wars of aggression? Like, you just figured this out now?
Yeah, really.
I knew about that in the fucking 60s, 70s, and 80s. They've been
yes,
doing it for years, man.
Welcome to planet Earth.
Yeah. Well, guys, I do have the kids here, so I'm gonna have to jump. But thanks for having me on again, Neil. And,
Yeah, fuck,
lovely
anytime.
seeing everybody. I'll be around the Twitter, all that type of stuff. So,
All right,
y'all take it easy. We'll see you.
Hey,
around.
see you, BCH.
Take it easy.
Take care, man.
Bye.
See you later, chat.
I think that's actually a good idea, Badger. You should have Pliskin on and talk to him about
I'm trying to find what he's
aggressiveness of the U.S. and stuff like that, and their policies for wars and shit. Because they've been aggressive, warlike for fucking as long as I've known the U.S. Or as long as I've been alive, I guess.
Ken.
I just wonder, is Warlord Pliskin is his next post going to be? It gets dark at night and water is wet.
Yeah. And sex feels good.
Yeah.
Unless you're paralyzed from the waist down.
Well, it can still feel good even if you're paralyzed.
You can just imagine it feeling good.
Well, but there's more erogenous zones than just from the waist down.
Okay. I'm not going to argue that. That's true. That's true. Especially if you're Ferengi, then you get the Umox thing going on.
Oh.
Because I know so many Ferengis in my
I'll
life.
tell you what, you need to find yourself a Ferengi and take that feather duster with you.
Have you seen their teeth? I don't think so.
There we go. Ahoy, hoy, Mr. Pliskin. If you'd like to have a friendly chat about something in a live setting, email me at badger@cock.li and I'll see if I can arrange it.
I like him even more now. He got muted on Twitter for calling Trump a retard.
Who did?
Pliskin. That's awesome. I would
Where
take
is he?
7-day muting if I could do that too, but I would, mind you, having special needs people in my family, I wouldn't use that example or that word, but I would use something else. But
right, I mean, because I said about when people used to call George W. that same word, I would always say, well, that isn't to call George W. Bush a retard is an affront to all the developmentally disabled people of the world because they're all more intelligent than he is. Same thing with Trump.
Yeah, exactly. There's just you can call him an idiot. For me,
People have been calling me a retard all my life. I just got over it.
It's not
that's what happens when you go to primary school and you're dyslexic and you can't fucking read.
Now, wait a minute. Is that an actual email address that you left for him? Or
that is an actual email address, yeah.
What is .li? I never even heard of that.
Oh, it's an email service that has fun extensions.
And he Pliskin, it's a cock joke.
Well, it is a cock joke, but it's also my email address.
It's a legitimate email address, Warlord Pliskin. So if you are interested in having that chit chat, Badger's a great guy. I'd check that out.
I get that. Okay, so he made that email address. So now if Pliskin emails you, then it will be in his search history that he visited Badgercock.
There is a right. Part of the reason that I have my email address as badger@cock.li is because it helps me weed out people who take things too seriously.
I see.
But unfortunately, if I email someone first, it tends to go to their spam folder because the email address is badger@cock.li. But somehow I managed to arrange through that email address a long discussion with S.J. Thomason. So apparently it works.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Imagine.
So wait a minute. So S.J. Thomason actually sat down at a computer and typed in the words Badger@cock into her. I mean, that's awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay. The word cock is in the Bible, so it's okay. The cock crowed 3 times or whatever the fuck it says.
Oh, okay.
It's perfectly okay. Because there's all kinds of cocks. You got the one that we're talking about, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, and then you've got like a cock, a whole cock for badminton. You've got the bird. You've got all kinds. It's
Actually, it's a shuttlecock, but
I know, but
and then what? Cocking a gun?
Yeah, but that's spelled differently.
And that's not
No, it's not. To cock your gun is spelled the same way.
I thought you meant like a cocking gun.
Oh no, the cock. Oh yeah, then it is spelled differently. Cocking around a tub. Yeah.
Yeah. That's spelled differently. Sorry.
I've just spotted that Bible Belt Atheist got Bible Belt Atheist on his car there.
I know, isn't that great? Yeah, I was having him show us all that the other day.
Yeah. No, I had a discussion with SJ Thomas a while ago about what was it about the Sentinel Island situation when that happened.
Oh, brother.
Oh, when the idiot stick went there to try and convert them.
Right.
Yeah,
And got his ass
incident.
killed.
Yeah, I had a whole back and forth. Right. So I don't want to bring up I'd rather not bring up the recent dramas too much, but it is relevant to this conversation because it was originally planned to be on the Non Sequitur show.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And then in the build up to it happening, I suddenly couldn't get in contact with either of the then hosts. Yeah. So it just ended up being at the last minute. Oh well, fuck it. I suppose we'll put it on. We'll just both live stream it on our own channels at the same time.
So this was quite a few months ago, then, huh?
This was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting, but I wasn't done talking about cock.
All right, carry on.
No,
you got cock blocked.
Why do they? Now, what I've always wondered is like, why do they call where you drive the plane the cockpit?
Go on.
And if a woman flies a plane, is it called the cunt pit?
So much for hitting the 1,000 subs and being able to be monetized.
Do that face again, Neil.
I'm sorry, Neil. I'm sorry.
Do that face again, Neil.
You mean
yeah.
I
think between the two streams, I think I've elicited that face in him about 3 times today. He didn't like my gin and tunic jokes. So.
That was pretty clever, actually. I'll give you that one for sure. I'm like, oh yeah, I see what you did there. Oh, thanks, Jordan. I'm okay. Although I might facepalm, it's still pretty funny.
Neil, you've been talking about this getting monetized for ages, but you keep letting me come in here.
I know. Apparently, some of my videos, people have been telling me, some of my videos after they've aired and they're now searchable or whatever, the people have been getting some advertisements on there.
Oh,
that whole $1.25 check at the end of the year.
I basically decided when I started making YouTube videos that if I ever, through some strange alignment of the planets and mysterious supernatural interference, got enough people watching them for that to be a thing, I would only do it through external means, like I don't know, Patreon or donations or something, because I refuse to be beholden to YouTube's monetization requirements.
Yeah.
But
did you hear the new shit about the child?
I've been making these videos for quite some time now, and there's only a couple of people watching them, so I think I'm safe.
What did you say, John?
No, I was just asking if any of you guys heard that thing that the FTC's doing, and about if you have content that's aimed at children. Nate Brody put a video out the other day about it, how they're going to, if you, starting, I think it's on November 1st, when you go to upload content to YouTube, there's going to be a question, is this content intended for children? You know, because there's a lot of people out there that like review toys and review kids' movies and what have you. Sure. And if you, and then the FTC is going to start like going through all of YouTube and looking for violations of that.
Actually,
violation considered?
What's that?
What do they consider a violation?
Well, like what Nate said was like, it's like there's nobody seems to know, because like, you know, you could, I don't know, like, it's maybe your content's not intended for children, but then they're going to construe something that was in the content that because you mentioned a movie that was like a cartoon movie or something, or you're somebody that's a gamer and does gaming on your channel, and they could construe that as it's intended for children. And if you marked off it's not intended, because it would just seem kind of crazy to me. Like,
right.
To be honest, the first half of that I don't really have an objection to. There being just an option to say, is your content intended for children, yes or no? Because then I could just take on all my videos, no, I say fuck in it like 500 times. So just leave the kids out.
I can let me find that video and I can link it.
Well, I have a gaming channel that's mostly aimed at like the card game Yu-Gi-Oh, and I always have, or I used to. I haven't actually done it in the last few, but I was just put like an advisory, like this is more intended for younger adults rather than the younger kids, because most of the players that I'm having in the videos are, 20 or above usually.
Right.
So it's a younger adult thing. Well, anyway, I would say 18 and above, we'll say.
That's the thing. I can do kid-friendly stuff. There's some of the stuff that I need to do for my real-life things, but I don't come on YouTube to do that. Yeah. I'm going to just swear about the fucking bullshit state of the Disney Star Wars.
Oh, fuck. I mean, I'm at the point now where I still like to go watch the movies because it's, still the Star Wars universe, but it's definitely taken its own Disney turn for sure.
All right, I just linked it in the live chat because I had to do it on my phone. The video that Nate Brody put out about that new policy, and he went into it in a lot more detail than I could right now.
I mean, you don't have to be so fucking harsh, Badger. The movies are still entertaining. They're just, I don't consider them. I just don't consider them to be all that.
I've never been into the whole Star Trek thing either. When I was a kid, the first movies came out, the Star Wars. I like Trek, but Star Wars, like when it first came out, I was a kid and I went to it here and there. But the one thing I could never buy into was the lightsabers. That just ruined it for me. Everybody likes the lightsabers. I don't like the lightsabers. Can somebody put a sock in that Badger's mouth?
I would. I would get him going.
It would be one of these. We'll be having a conversation. You'd be one of these guys like, what's that line from, I think it was Die Hard 4. He goes into the basement of, what's he called? Fuck it. This story's gone completely off the rails. I'm just going to ramble from it. So he goes into the basement of the nerd guy, and there's a big cardboard cutout of Boba Fett there, and he looks at it. He's like, "Guys, oh, you're a big fan of the Fett?" He's like, "No, I was always more of a Star Wars guy."
Oh. I am interested in seeing the Mandalorian TV show that they're coming out with.
If anyone's not getting the joke, Boba Fett is a Star Wars guy.
Yes.
Yeah, we got it.
Mm-hmm. I know doorknob heads in the chat there. He's a bit of a guy.
Bit of a guy. Just a bit of one.
Look at that beard.
He's still going on about cocking guns.
Oh my. See orders. Yeah.
Focus. Well, there's a cockpit, and then so the cockpit, right? And then so, but if Brad Pitt decided to come out with his own brand of cocking, then it would be Brad Pitt's cock.
So what you could say is, I have Brad Pitt's cock all over my bathroom.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
And the living room.
No,
and the bedroom and the ensuite.
Ooh.
No, then you could say he came all over your house.
Oh, wow.
I put it everywhere. Lubricated, of course.
Of course.
You know what else I never understood? why do guys named Richard let you call them Dick? They let you call them Dick. Like, I mean, I never understood that one. And then so like
not always.
The worst thing about calling somebody Dick is then if you're always calling them Dick, and then if they act like a dick, it really means nothing when you say you dick. Like, I mean,
stop being a dick. Dick.
There was a guy. There was a lecturer when I was in college. He went into him and he was like, "Hello, everyone. My name is Stephen. That's with a PH, so it's not shortened to Steve." And as soon as he said that, we all just went, "All right, Steph."
All right, Steph.
Whatever you say, Steph. And that was his name forever.
I'm just glad you can't abbreviate my name. Hey, knee.
You're one of the knights that go knee.
I was one of the knights that say knee. I always tell people, yeah, my name's Neil. It's not spelled with a K. Like to kneel down. Never mind.
Oh,
so you don't have a friend named Bob then? Huh?
Actually, I have quite a few.
Oh, okay. So when people see you coming, they say Neil and Bob.
That's right. Yeah.
Neil and Bob.
Yep. Thanks,
see if I can
Andrew.
find this thing.
Hello, Eric Murphy. I love how he comes in here always with the not talk heathen, Eric.
Just a second. Okay.
What are you
Let me
doing?
just grab this. Just you don't even want to know.
Oh, so now he's making noises like horses.
I was just going to say exactly that.
We'll just slip this in here. There we go.
I'll tell you what, I was looking at my phone for a second, and when you said, we'll just slip this in here, I was afraid to look back at the screen.
It's Mark with a C, Kark.
Yeah, my name's Mark with a C. Got a coffee for Kark?
Kark. Somebody forget the L? Clark, maybe? Yeah.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah. There's a whole. I think there's a whole website where you can go to where they've screwed up people's names on Starbucks cups. There's pretty fucking funny, actually.
And wasn't there
some of these?
Wasn't there some controversy where they were like writing descriptions of the people on the cup, and a lot of them were kind of pejorative, like.
Yeah, I've just found one of them myself.
I mean, I seen one time, like tall guy or tall, creepy looking guy in the back or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Does anybody remember, old enough to remember those old peppermint patty commercials? When I bite into a New York peppermint patty.
There you go.
I do anything for York, that one?
No, that's I'd do anything for a Klondike bar. No, they used to have them where when I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation of skiing down a mountain or something like that. You never saw those? You're my damn age too.
Yes,
oh, you did?
Absolutely.
There you go, people. A couple
Swiss
more.
Alps one where he's swooshing through the. Yeah, I seen him. Yeah, anal, oral.
You didn't want to get monetized today, did you, Neil?
That's already gone. That's out the window. Like,
see, if they did stuff like that on the coffees that I ordered, I'd totally be keeping those cups forever, because that's just some epic shit right there.
Oh no, that's the wrong button I've just pressed.
Oh, we're about to see him. Oh.
All I ever get is this on mine.
You just spilled it all over your fucking computer.
All right, we'll have this temporarily until I get the webcam feedback.
Did you pour it onto your keyboard, Neil?
A little bit.
You're not supposed to do that.
It's all right. I'll just go get the spray thingy afterwards and blow it all out of there. I got it.
While I'm not on camera, I'll just put my smoking jacket on.
Oh, wow.
That's a smoking jacket? Looks like a chef. There you are. There you are. Hang on there. Son of a bitch. The little bit got right in there.
So, I'm quite a heavy gentleman, in up and down
You're a
weight,
horse.
up and down in weight my whole life, and now that I'm getting older, I really have to lose some weight, but I don't have any willpower. I can't stop shoving the groceries down my mouth, so I've opted for a surgical procedure, and it's a new one. Okay. I'm not going to get my jaw wired. I'm not going to get liposuction or have my stomach stapled. There's this new procedure my doctor's going to do. He's going to transplant my taste buds to my asshole. And the reason this works, it's an appetite suppressant because everything you eat winds up tasting like shit.
Okay.
Yeah. I can see how that would do that.
That coming a mile away. Also, you do already have taste buds down there, by the way. They just don't actually taste like the ones in your mouth.
Yeah, I've never eaten anything with my ass, so I wouldn't know.
Well, there's a joke about that actually, and the guy goes back after 3 weeks of trying out this new method where he's eating the other way.
Right.
He's in the chair like this, talking to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm chewing gum."
There was a whole South Park episode about that.
Yeah. Anyway, now I'll take the lid off this time. And the worst thing that I get here is this, where it says 3 cream and 1 sugar. So there you go. That's all they write on there.
Actually, that could mean something else. Let's see. 3C.
There are
3CIS.
3C1S. What would that be? That would be 3. I don't know.
There are a lot of these that just say cunt. There's like a load of them.
No, and if the cup says cunt on it, there's probably more than coffee in it.
Maybe. Damn. Okay, I think I got most of that stuff out of there. Yeah. Just a little tiny bit underneath the J. So.
Yeah, I've got to be careful when I'm putting these Starbucks pictures in because I'm saving it in. The images are saving to my pornography folder.
Oh, that's good.
Oh wow. Well, at least it's kind of the right category. If there's a lot of them that say cut.
I think I got it. Yeah, I got it all. Yay! I didn't wreck my brand new Alienware.
What is this game that the Bible Belt Atheist is playing?
It's Forza Horizon 4.
Because the first 3 were so fantastic.
Well, I've got the Horizon 3 as well.
I did. I don't know. I haven't. The only racing game I was ever really hooked on was Mario Kart.
Oh my God! What the hell is that? Is that
I still have the first Mario Kart.
Oh, the very, very first one?
Yeah.
From the old NES?
No, from the Wii.
The Wii?
Yeah.
Wii!
That's not the first Mario Kart.
Well, it's the first one I know of.
The first one you had. Because there's the 64 one. There's the NES one.
The 604 one.
I'm talking about the first one on the Wii.
The game.
So that's the first one that I know of.
Mario Kart's been around since the first gaming system came out, basically.
Yeah.
So is that a badger with Jim Major's mustache?
It's a bear.
Oh, it's a bear.
And he stole Jim Major's mustache, and he wants to give you a high five for doing it. Look what I took.
You guys remember the dude that was trying to live with the bears up in Alaska until they fucking ate his ass?
How did he shit?
No, what I'm saying is they ate him all of him. He thought he was like the bear whisperer, and was around
bear whisperer.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about this guy.
Yeah, and then one day he found out he wasn't in so tight with the bears as he thought.
Well, what do you expect when they get hungry?
Yeah.
you're kind of SOL. Well, guys, I'm going to go for about another 10 minutes or so. Then I've got stuff I got to do today. So it'll be about 1 o'clock, give or take. So why don't we, while we are finishing up the stream here, why don't all you guys go around and shill out your channels and what you got going on? Starting with John.
So I'm a horse.
Hey.
And horses do not like badgers.
Wait.
So yeah, I've got my own channel called The Amateur Conversationalist. And as I mentioned earlier, we'll be interviewing ex-Muslims on there starting next month. That podcast is going to be called the Apostate Alliance. I also do a stream once a week on a Raging Atheist. And once a week I do a stream on the Great Debate Community. And this Wednesday, sometime this week, I'm going to do a stream on a Raging Atheist Monday, Tuesday with the sock account and a couple other people and have another discussion. And then Wednesday night, I'm going to be on a GDC with Misha and Jerry Griffith, and we're going to talk about Mary Shelley's Frankenstein the night before Halloween. And Misha has said that, when it comes to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, that there's a lot of contemporaneous political and social commentary subtext to that one, which I really know little about. It's been years since I read it. I'm rereading it now, so that should be enjoyable.
Right on. Yeah, I got to get on Naka's channel more because I had a good time the last time I was on there, and I had to bump him on my schedule because the 28th I had him originally scheduled for to be, and I had held the 21st for my birthday dinner because I thought that that's when it was going to happen. But of course, as usual, things went awry within my family members. So now my official full family birthday dinner is not till the 28th, and that's when I had Naka booked. So we moved him to what was the thing on here?
Is somebody flamenco dancing?
No, that's just the keyboard. We moved him to November 11th. So I'll have Raging Atheist on my show on the 11th. And there won't be a stream on my channel this Monday or Wednesday because of the birthday dinner on Monday and my blood donation day on Wednesday. So I won't be back until next weekend, which is going to be a 9 a.m. start because I'm talking with Renee about his deconversion, and he's in Germany. So it's going to be an early again, like we did.
Germany.
Yeah. It's Revelation. You should know him from Twitter. He's quite well known. And then, of course, it'll be back to the normal Monday, Wednesday. I have Signeto of Belgay on who's another on the Monday, November 4th. And then Marlene Winnell, who runs an organization that helps people that have left faith that are having problems. Talking a little bit about that, as well as dipping into their own deconversion. And Saturday, November 9th, will be Megan, the artist, who will be coming on. She's fantastic. And then, of course, Nokasuchi on the 11th. And probably the biggest draw that I have in the coming weeks of known atheists is Anthony Magnabosco on the 3rd.
Oh, wow.
So, and then I'll be gone again on Saturday, November 16th, because it's my sister's birthday. And then John W. Loftus will be joining me on the 18th. So
Anthony Magnabosco of Street Epistemology.
That's correct. Yes. It was great. I went for lunch with him when I was down in Texas. This guy's fucking amazing. Him and Hector Garcia went and had lunch with those two guys. Hector has a book out actually that's very good. And I just started reading. I read a little bit at first. one of the guests I had on earlier, Brazen Atheist, sent me this, one of her books, Expose Yourself, because she's an ex-stripper, and it's very good. And I'm actually going to get the audio one too. So when I'm not at home to read it, I'm going to be able to listen to it in the car.
Is there a picture? Is there pictures in that book?
No, there's that book.
Just go on Twitter.
Yeah, she's got lots of stuff on Twitter.
I'll tell you what, went to look at Twitter the other day, and right in the middle of, like, on the homepage where it shows you all the tweets of people that you follow, and they suggest other tweets. And there was, like, this thing in there called the virtual geisha, and it was, like, straight up porn. I was like, wait a minute, how is this just on the homepage? Like, get the hell out of here.
You're not following the right accounts, my friend.
Yes.
All right. Anyways, Badger. Geez, Badger's got a visitor.
Get down. We talked about this, right? So,
yeah, go ahead and shill out your channel. Man.
Hello. I'm the bad-tempered Badger. I talk about stuff on the internet from time to time. Things I talk about range from religion. Try not to talk about politics, but sometimes I talk about politics. And random other subjects, science fiction, particularly Star Wars. And I have recently started doing story readings, which I've been rather having fun with. I also like having people on for discussions. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, somewhere else, Gab, Minds, and Pornhub.
That fucking correct.
Yeah, and one of my upcoming videos will hopefully have a little collaboration with some people you know in it. I've been trying to do something with some other people you may know, but that seems to have gone on the back burner for the time being, although I shall send an email about that later. Get down!
What the hell is that? Is that the chick from The Ring?
No. She's got to come up and breathe once in a while, Badger. Come on.
Yeah, so that's me. Oh, and I did have Mr. Belgier on my channel a while ago as well. You should check out that discussion.
Very cool. Very cool. BBA, you want to pull over for a second and talk?
Well, I was just driving home, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm Bible Belt Atheist. Mainly talk about science, religion, politics, and atheism. I've just recently started transitioning to where I'm using gameplay behind my videos. So if you want to watch me drive around, then I've got that going on my channel as well. Behind me or over my talking. Shit, I didn't mean to hit that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Coming up, I've got a video planned for tomorrow that I've got to record today, but I'm not gonna give out what it is. So
I know
it might be a mystery.
I know I've been watching you play for several minutes, and I just want to have everybody remind me never to get in the car with you.
You also do music stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I just recently started up my own band, if you want to call it. It's just basically a band name for me, so I'm not going under my actual name or releasing music under my actual name. It's called Offspring of Lilith. I've got pages for it on Twitter and Instagram. I'm going to be releasing an EP around New Year's. Basically what the music though is I have deathcore music with pro-Satan / anti-Catholic lyrics.
Ooh.
So that's going to be fun. I was actually just working on one of the songs last night, the vocal part of it. So
very cool.
Hey, real quick, he reminded me of something. And since this is already demonetized, you said something about anti-Catholic lyrics.
yeah.
So let me drop this on you real quick. See what you guys think of this. This is just a few verses from something I wrote. Why would you want to be an altar boy? You could wind up really altered, boy. Wind up some sick priest boy toy. And if he's caught, another church, another toy. If a corporation had covered up raping kids, everybody would have flipped their lids. If it had been Microsoft, McDonald's, or some other biz, their stock would have dropped till they were done in. But the Catholic Church, it still stands. And the church's sin was greater than the pedophiles, man. Because a pedophile can't control himself, or maybe he can. But the church was in control when it covered up sins. So if you're a pedophile avoiding the law, just buddy up with that cat cardinal law, because covering for pedophiles is Vatican protocol. Every one of them's guilty, all the way to John Paul. When John Paul died, we got Benedict. I wonder how many altar boys he tricked. Each unsuspecting lad handpicked and taken to the rectory and piously dicked.
That sounds more like a rap song, but
I was expecting the dick to come in earlier, but I suppose some of the altar boys.
I think that.
good lyrics. It's just more fitting for a rap song than a.
Oh, I don't know, dude.
metal.
I can work that into a tune, no problem.
You could do like a
Yeah,
Limp
no, I
Bizkit
wasn't-
kind of thing.
Well, no, I wasn't throwing it at you like, here, use this. I mean,
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, the way
Yeah.
you were presenting
Right.
it sounds more like a rap song.
Talking.
right, yeah. Yeah, sure, yep.
Yeah, absolutely. But I like it. That's well done.
Sometime I'll share the whole thing with you. It's about 45 stanzas long.
Okay, jeez,
Holy shit!
that's an epic 15-minute long tune, like Zeppelin.
Yeah, well, no, it's 45 verses, but when you do it, it only takes like 3 minutes. But yeah, there's a lot more to it. And Nakasuchi used to be a slam poet, and like you say, it's got like that rap kind of flavor where I say it. He had told me like I need to.
It's like the cadence of it, the way you were
Right,
talking.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying that to like he has read poetry and stuff. He did slam poetry for a long time, and then like he linked me to different slam poets, and they don't have like that rap kind of like cadence to it. He's trying to show me how to get more of like reading a poem kind of cadence to it rather than saying it fast and all that shit. Like Saul Williams. Oh, go ahead.
So I'm just saying hi to Santi, popped into the chat. Santi really liked your last video, BBA. So there you go.
Oh, really? Okay, thanks. I was gonna say also, since we were kind of on the topic of music, Neil, I have you in a small group chat with a couple other people talking about my intro song to the EP. I was wondering if you had seen any of those yet.
You added me. Oh, it may have gone past me, and I didn't even notice.
All right, I have you in a group chat with Bub. Fuck, I forgot her name, and then somebody else. But
The group chat's going great.
Has anybody read this fucking chat? Doorknob says John has lots of horsecock on his channel, and he spelled it CAULK. And then when fucking Badger said, I expected the dick to come earlier, and everybody's like, Badger demands the dick. Here's some dick. Badger expects the dick.
What?
I'm trying to look for the group chat right now.
He's trying to bring it back, but it's not happening.
Oh, it's you.
No, but what's the name of it?
Oh, it doesn't have a name. It's just
Dick.
people. It's you, Bub, you, Bub, Duke, and Skeptic C. Lauren.
Just call it you, Bub.
Oh, all the people that are like the musician types.
Pretty much. But it's
Skeptic She's music, dude.
no, I haven't.
Oh my goodness, dude, she's got a voice.
But it's got. I was just wondering if you had seen it yet.
I probably did, but I can't find it right now.
It's talking about, or I had initially sent out you see it?
It just, what's it called here? Hang on.
It doesn't have a name to it.
It's called the Bible Belt Atheist Plus 3. And but there's 5 people in there. I don't know what the hell that means.
This one's for you, Doorknob Head.
Yes, I see it now. Why? Was I supposed to have done something, or?
I was just asking you if about quote unquote voice acting a part on the Google Doc that I had sent.
If you want someone that sounds
everybody's-
British, I can do that.
Everybody else has responded, but you are the only one who hasn't yet.
Oh, I see. Oh, you want me to read a part of that?
Yeah, just read a part. Everybody else has picked out a part, so you'll have to go through. I've got the uncolored or unhighlighted parts. Let's see.
Is that the OOL thing?
Yeah, OOL. Yeah.
Homo sapiens rise.
Yeah. Yeah, Bubba's got the orange one.
Okay.
Let's see. I know Lauren has Eve, and that's kind of the magenta color.
Yeah.
And then Duke has Adam, which I believe is the
Blue.
Yeah, I believe so.
And who's yellow? That's you?
No, I'm the I don't have my parts are unhighlighted.
Oh.
So the only parts that are left are the yellow ones, which is you.
Which is me.
Or which would be you, yeah.
I see. That's like God talking, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm down. I'm down for that. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be like, distorting your voice or anything. It's just read it like a normal script.
I'm gonna be all godlike.
Okay. That's up to you, but you don't have to.
Tootin' bubbles. Yay. Yeah, I could do that. Sure. When do you need it by?
Mid-December and like by the latest.
Oh shit, yeah, I can do that. No problem. This will take me about fucking 10 minutes to do.
All right.
Just like all my parts for Ray Comfort for Zod's last video.
Yeah, and then I put my email address in there in the chat for, whenever you get it done, you could just share it to me on Google Docs.
Perfect timing, Randolph. You can now do the sign off for the show.
Oh, fantastic!
Real,
Glad I made it.
Hey, real quick before we go, I just want to thank Inquisitive Quandary again for he's been linking our channels in the chat the whole time. Appreciate that.
I'm pretty sure he's a machine.
Well, he's just started doing stuff on my channel too, so I'm grateful that for all the help. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, he's incredible. He started up my Discord. He had it all going, and then he goes, "Oh, by the way, I started a Discord for you." I'm like,
Yeah, I remember that.
"All right, cool."
Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I do have a link in the original conversation with Faye earlier. If you guys do want to jump in to my Discord, the link is over there in the original conversation. So if you're not in my Discord, feel free to join up. I usually pop in there from time to time.
By the way,
yeah,
we're going to be having a kind of a meetup presentation on November 16th. That's a Saturday at 1600 hours. That's 4 p.m. Pacific time, and it won't be live recorded, but we are going to record it and put it up on YouTube hopefully the following day. So if anybody can't be here in Richmond, BC for that, at least you'll be able to catch it on YouTube. So we're looking for under the Canadian Atheist, going to be our first event. Sorry, I'm shilling for all this, Neil. I hope you don't mind.
It's all good. Everyone else has been shilling their stuff, so.
Oh, okay. I'll have to watch the video to see what I've missed.
Yeah, well, just before we close out, I say go ahead and tell everyone about your channels, yada yada.
Yeah.
You missed the link to my Pornhub channel.
Oh, you actually have a Pornhub channel?
I'm on Pornhub. There's nothing on there at the moment.
Did your channel get featured at Home Depot on the refrigerator?
That's my life ambition, Rich. Mr. Moustache Man, that is my life ambition, and I would love it if you would star with me.
Oh, there you go.
Speaking of starring with me, though, Randolph, would you like to come on my channel for a chat at some point?
Oh, certainly. I'd be delighted. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to get fun and nice people to come on for conversations if they have a topic. I'm going to take over.
And for some reason, you're considering me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take over your shit for a second, Neil, while I try to get people to come on my shit. So.
Yeah, just contact me. Send me a private message on Twitter, and we'll figure it out. I'm busy for October because of Halloween, but November is looking pretty good. Is that?
You can also email me at badger@cock.li.
It's a legitimate address too.
I have no doubt.
This is Badger we're talking about. Badger, I've been bugging you forever to come on your show, and you still haven't fucking sent me a message.
Oh, you know what?
Get on here.
Okay, here's how it goes. Neil's my friend, so you go on his show first, and then I'll come on yours. How's that?
Oh,
I'm on Neil's show now.
I'm talking about being on his show.
Oh, you get Neil on your show before me, and then I'll come on.
Well, that doesn't matter.
Well, you say he's been ignoring you. I'm trying to motivate him.
No, we've been praying for a long time. He's like, yeah, we got to get you on my show. He's been telling me.
Problem is, we only talk about it when I come in these after parties, and then we don't do anything about it after that.
I think the problem is badgers are just naturally aloof.
Yes.
We're just hearing these after parties, like, yeah, you should come on my show. We'll do that, and then like 2 weeks later, I come on an after party. You get and go, oh yeah, you should come on my show.
I think Neil doesn't get a hold of you because he can't bring himself to type Badger at cock into his.
That's understandable.
No. I just picture roosters when I'm doing it.
All right.
Is that any better? Really?
Yeah. Kind of annoying. It's funny. I lived in this house on Number 2 Road, which you'll know where that is, right at the base of Number 2 Road by the dike, and an
actual dike.
River. Really, it was the South Fraser. But anyways, there's these guys that used to live behind us in a little trailer. His name was Spooner, and he had a pet rooster named Ricky. And I had a friend who came over to visit me one day. I lived in the basement suite at the time, and he's banging on the door, and I was out cold because I had been drinking like a fucking severe alcoholic the night before. So I was out cold. But I do remember coming to, waking up after I'm hearing what sounded like somebody screaming, and then rooster.
Sorry.
Basically, John was running around the house with Ricky chasing him. So I'm waking up, and all of a sudden I hear this, and then the rooster's chasing around the fucking house, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And every time he goes past the door, he's banging on the door, let me in. This crazy rooster's trying to eat me. And I finally let him in. And of course, the rooster tried to get in too, and I just basically took the broom and kind of, get out of here, Ricky. Because he knew me, but he didn't know John, right? So, yeah, it's a vicious fucker. Very protective property. But imagine waking up to this, chasing him, like, what the fuck is going on? That's hilarious.
Man scared by cock. Man scared by cock.
Oh no, what's going on?
Oh God.
All right, Randolph, you're fired. And on that lovely note, folks, I've got shit I got to go do. So we're going to bring this to a close. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with us. And I hope you guys enjoyed the original interview. If you're in the chat and you missed the original interview, there's a link to it in the description below. There's also links to any way you can support me if you are digging what I do and you want to help support the show. There are some links there, both my wish list and my PayPal. And yes, I am going to get a Patreon going fairly soon, probably within the next couple of weeks. So look for that too. There's also a link to the Discord, I think. If it's not here, it's in the original interview. So come and join us there to talk a little bit more about cocks and stuff. So anyways.
Male chickens. Yes.
Yes. So thanks to John and Bad Tipper Badger, BBA, and of course Randolph, my partner in crime, for hanging out with us. Well, the little bit that you did anyways, and showing us that corny rooster joke at the end there. That was perfect. And until next time, guys, like I always say at the end of these things, like the late great Christopher Hitchens once said, it's called faith because it's not knowledge. And we'll see you guys next time.